All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all. I hope my voice is clear. Please invite your friends and don't hesitate to copy the link of our broadcast and paste in Facebook, Twitter, wherever you wish, so we can have as many as we can. And don't forget, please, if you are new in our channel, to subscribe. And if you like to contact me, the link is shown in front of you. Feel free to send me questions, or if you have a topic to talk about. And if I don't do it right away, I do it in order because I receive a lot of requests. Today our request is about women in Islam, and I received this request actually almost 3 weeks ago, but because there is many, as I said, asking me to do topics, even though I almost do every day, if not one video, sometimes 3 and 4, but still I am short of time. So feel free to contact me either in Facebook or in batteryon.com, or you can do that in Twitter. And if you like to call me live, you can just add me to Debate TV and Skype, and you will be able to call me during the live broadcast. And this is my Twitter. Now the topic today is about women in Islam. You see, society for centuries and centuries was always the society of men and was not the society of women, and that is generally speaking. Some they might say the Middle East is no different, and the Middle East is a man society. Today yes, but before no. And as long as our topic is the topic of Islam, so we will focus on Islam. All of us, we knew that Muslims, they themselves, they acknowledge that Muhammad himself used to work for his first wife Khadija, who is a lot older than him, and she was a rich woman. So right from the story here, you can notice that women before Islam, they were business women. Men, they work under their commands. And the messenger of Islam himself, he used to take his commands from a woman. So what happened to this woman, and how after Islam this woman, she became like the same as a goat? Even goats in America, they have more rights. You see, in America, if you beat a dog, you go to jail. If you beat a cat, you go to jail. In Islam, a man, he have his right to beat any of his family member females, and he will not go to jail, starting from his wife, not forgetting beating his daughters too. I think the picture in front of you is a very famous picture for Taliban. Now Taliban, they decide to practice Islam as it is, and this is why they are true Islamic practice people, same as Al-Qaeda, same as ISIS. Any man, any Muslim man, he don't believe that he have the right to beat his wife, he is not a Muslim really, because it's not up to you. Either you believe in the whole book or you don't believe, as simple as that. So now let us see how Islam was always unjust. There is tons of stories speaking about women, and when the Quran speak about beating women, let us see the Quran. Where is the Quran? Here we go. Chapter 4, verse number 34. And remember, my topic today is about intelligence, not really about women's rights, even though I support women's rights. Actually, I don't believe in something called women's right. I believe human right, which is all of us, we are the children of God, regardless if we are females or male. For the Lord, he loves us all. And this is why when the Jews asked Jesus, a woman she married to more than one man during her lifetime, who is going to inherit her, as if she is a property? Because the Jewish, they have the same mentality of the Muslims. Jesus said clearly that he and she, they will be the same as angels in heaven. He did not say he said he and she equally. So the Messiah, he came with the equal just for reward, and should be the same for penalty for both. not because he is a male, so he is going to inherit her as if she is a car or a goat or a taxi or whatever. So in chapter 4 verse number 34, the Quran says it clearly that the man, because he spent money on his wives, he have the right to beat them. And that is very stupid logic, because in Islam, if a woman she spent her money in her husband, still she can't beat him. As an example, Muhammad himself, he was working for Khadija. Does that mean at that time Khadija she have the right to beat him? So right from the beginning you will find that Islam is being stupid, and the logic of Islam is stupid. Like he's not saying like why men are in charge of women. He didn't say because men they are physically fit to defend the house, physically fit to in the society. The house need a man, because a woman she cannot defend herself, she can be raped, she can be killed, people can steal her property, or like whatever, you know. He didn't say that. He said because they spend money on them. So because we can spend money on them, so that means you are my sex slave. Your job is to sleep with me and serve me, and if you don't obey me, I beat you. And the order of beating women, it comes with many things. Not only that it is a violence teaching against women, it's mean that women she is not capable to be a mature adult. If the man he is the one in charge to decide if she is wrong or right to the point he can beat her, that means she is incapable of being mature person who have mature opinion. I hope my voice is good. Is it? So beating the women come with many consequences, proving to us Islam consider the women is nothing. The women, she is just one of the things the man he own in his house and he have full control of, and women she is not capable of being herself. She will be beaten if she is not obeying. And even the Quran said, if you suspect, some Muslims they lie, they say, what if a woman she commit adultery? This is a lie, my friend. In Islam, if a Muslim woman she commit adultery and she is married, she will be stoned to death. So this beating have nothing to do with such a situation. Those Muslims are a bunch of liars and they try to fool you, and even they are ignorant. There's no Muslim scholar who will say such a thing, that what if she commit adultery. And you can go and search right away and you will find that punishment of women she is married in Islam is death. So this is an absolute lie to defend a stupid book made by a stupid prophet. Now, based on what we present to you, that women we can beat them because obviously they are not mature and they are not full creatures, we are going to study and see who is really the smart based on those decisions. I mean, this is Quran coming supposedly from the God of Islam, and he is the high. You know, when we say someone is high, he is high in what? He is high in high building, he is high in high intelligence, he is high in high nobility, ethic. Well, obviously Allah have none of those. He is not high in anything except he is high in drugs. So when the Muslims they say to us the exalted, the high, I mean, how high he is to say that because you spend money on them so you can beat them. You could not find a better reason. What kind of high God he say, if you feel that those women they might, if you fear, as for those whom you fear, rebellion, they did not do it yet. Have you ever heard of religion? You know, you get punished for a crime you did not commit yet. So obedience is an absolute. Number two, if you fear You have the right to do the following. And then the Muslim, they start saying to you number 1 and number 2 and number 3. And as you see, the Quran, if Arabic is my first language, there's nothing is called number 1, number 2, number 3. And the Quran saying right away, admonish them and jail them. This is the first translation. Jail them in their rooms and then scourge them. There's no first and second. You can choose whatever you want. You can scourge them right away. Sorry. The Muslims, in order to defend, they say to us that Islam is allowing us to beat our wife lightly. I mean, this is the most stupid argument ever I heard. Beat women lightly. Is that like a sexy baiting? What do you mean lightly? The scholars, they said the lightly beating in Islam is not to beat violently to the point you break her bones. This is lightly. Thank you very much. So they lie to us and they say that in Islam we beat them with miswak. Do you know what miswak? It's just like 1 inch stick. The fact that miswak is a long roots of a tree, grow in Saudi Arabia, and it's very flexible. This is why they use it. The shepherd who go with the animals, they used to use it to beat the animals with it. In the same time, he put the end of it and he chew in his mouth. Supposedly he is cleaning his teeth. It's like a brush. But this is a very flexible, harmful beating or tool of beating, and we can prove that easy. If we go in the hadith, we will find that the hadith says clearly a story of a woman. She came to Aisha, and the woman, she was beaten by her husband until her skin became greener than her clothes. Her skin became greener than her clothes. Look what Aisha, she said. Aisha, she said that a lady came wearing a green veil and complained to her, Aisha, of her husband, to Aisha about her husband, and showed her a green spot in her skin caused by beating. It was the habit of the ladies to support each other. Yeah. So she's doing that because it's a habit, not because it's right. So when Allah apostle came, Aisha, she said, I have not seen any women suffering as much as I believe in women, which means Aisha, she is witnessing Muslim women, they are the most to suffer in their life. Aisha continues saying, look, her skin is greener than her clothes, and that is supposedly the light beating. And what Muhammad did in the rest of the story, Muhammad, he took the side of the husband and he rebuked the women, and he said to her, listen, if you think you can leave your husband, if you think you are asking for divorce, you are wrong. He will not let it happen. You cannot do that until he tastes your juice and you taste his juice. And this is because supposedly Muhammad, the smart Muhammad, he said, if a Muslim man divorces his wife 3 times, she cannot get back to him unless she go and sleep with a new man, supposedly marry him, and at least for 1 night stand, and she tastes his juice and he tastes her juice. So Muhammad took the side of the man, and he never said a word for the man. Why you did beat your wife? Actually, the story report that this verse about beating women, it came because of this story. Beating women, like the background of beating women verse in the Quran, chapter 4, verse 34, came because of this. So by this we present to you the situation of the women. The woman, she is just a weak person in the society, and there is rules, and all the rules is against her. As an example, Muslim women in Islam, she don't inherit equally with the man. One man, inherit equal to twice. So if you have 3 children, one son, 2 daughters, the one son will take 50% of the inheritance of your money, just because he's a male. And they will say to you that the reason for that the man is in charge of the family, not the same as the women. That's false. What if this woman, she never get married? Who will take care of her? And isn't it she as child the same as the other child? However, today we will concentrate in the intelligence, even though it's showing us what we present to you is a very clear sign that Muhammad, he have a lack of intelligence. In the same time, he as a man coming from the man society, trying to ignore the roots of the Arab. The Arab, they are not really let us say fanatic against women. The fact women before Islam, they used to have many kind of marriage, to the point a woman, she can marry up to 10 husbands in the same time, and she sleep with all of them, but for sure alone. And when she get pregnant, the woman, she choose who is the father. In Islam, the man is the one who marry more than one wife, and he is the one who can beat the wife, and no right for her except to be beaten and to be fed as a goat. However, still this is not my topic. My topic is about intelligence. Muslims, they claim that women are stupid, and Muhammad, he claimed that women, they have half a brain. So we want to examine how much truth there is in this statement. Now, how many minutes already we are in line? Because I will try to make my videos short, so we can people, they can download. To prove that women, they are smart, to the Abdul, here we go. Aisha, she discovered that Muhammad is a false scammer and he is not a prophet. When Muhammad, he made verses about any woman, she can give her vagina to him so he can have sex with her vagina. Aisha, she said, oh, it sounds like your God, he rushed into your desire, Muhammad. That is a statement of a smart woman, even though she is young. Because remember, Aisha, when Muhammad died, she was not even 18 yet. So she was young at that time, but she noticed that her husband is a scam. He make verses for the sake of his testicles. He used God to provide his penis desire. So he made the verses in the Quran that any woman, she want to give herself to the prophet so he can if her, excuse my language, so she can make the prophet happy. And that was a privilege for the prophet. No other Muslims have that privilege. You see, this is a prophet of God, who is a privilege of God for him is about money and his penis, not about praying more or being more decent. No, it's about his penis. So Aisha, in this case, she was very smart and she got Muhammad busted. But I will go directly to other hadith, which is showing us something stupid of Muhammad. Muhammad, he said that women, they will go to hell, and he saw that the majority of women, they are going to end in hellfire for two reasons. Two major reasons. They curse and are ungrateful to their husband, and the second reasons is divided to two. They have menstruation and they don't, or they are not allowed to be witness in the court, which is a proof that they are stupid. So Muhammad here, in this hadith, and you can read the hadith with me, all those hadith is saying the same story, that a woman, or the majority of women, they will go to hellfire. The majority of women, they will go to hellfire. Muhammad, he said, oh women, give charity and pray a great deal for forgiveness. Why? He's speaking to the gender, the women, specifically the women gender, saying to them, give charity, okay, because I saw most of you are ending, the majority of you, they will be in hellfire. The majority of hellfire are women. A woman who was there, she was wise. She said, why is it, Messenger of Allah, that we are the majority of the hellfire? He said, you curse a lot and you are ungrateful to your husbands. You see here, Muhammad did not say, Oh men, be grateful for your wives, otherwise you will go to hell. No, he is saying the reasons women they will go to hell fire because they curse a lot and they are ungrateful. Well, Muhammad, I can show you that Muhammad he cursed a lot, and Muhammad was ungrateful to his wife to the point he kept marrying new wives. If you are grateful for the first wife, you do not need the second wife. If you are grateful for the second wife, you will not need the third wife. If you are grateful for the fourth wife, you will not need the fifth wives. So was Muhammad grateful for his wives? Absolutely not, because he keep having more and more and more. If you are grateful for what your wife she can give you, why you want to go for someone else? And not only one, not only three. That this guy he have a collection of women. You open his closet, you don't find the clothes, you find women hanged on the closet. In the top of that, he made chapters saying any woman she want to give her vagina to him, not marry him. The Muslim they translate saying to marry him. False. Who are those women who married Muhammad after she gave herself? They just gave themselves to him. Same time he continue. He said, and I have never seen anyone lack of intellect. So women they have a lack of intellect. Now he's explaining why we will go to hell. Why women they will go to hell? Because they have a lack of intellect. Are you stupid or what? Let us say for the sake of argument this is true. Isn't it Allah who is the one who made them this way? And Muhammad he described the women, all of them they have that. He is not saying some. He's saying I ain't never seen anyone. All of you women are a bunch of dumb stupid idiots. But I can show you tons of reference about Muhammad showing that he is the most stupid, dumb idiot ever exists for mankind. And then the idiot, to make it more horrible, he said to them, the women she's asked, okay, well, what our deficiency? You are speaking about deficiency. You know, we have a deficiency. What is our deficiency? What is our problem? You see the same story reported many times. What is our deficiency? Huh? What is our lack of intellect? Where this is coming from? The women they are trying to understand where, which means the Arab they never thought this way. The Arab they never thought this way. So they are trying to understand why he is thinking about them this way. Why we have a lack of intellect, and why we have a half a brain, and why we don't have a full religion. Then Muhammad he wanted to prove them wrong. He said, well, isn't it the Quran consider you that you have a half testimony of a man, which means one man is equal to two women? And by the way, in Islam, women only is allowed to give testimony or witnesses in the court in the case of borrowing money only, not in the case of murder or theft or anything. Only in the case of borrowing money. So if we have witnesses for adultery and we have 5,000 women, their witnesses is not allowed. And even in the case of borrowing money, we have to have at least one man and two women, at least. If there's no one man, even if we have 1,000 women, there's no witnesses allowed, because women are stupid. And the Quran explain why, saying because if one of them forgot, the other one remind her. But he don't say that about the man, which means he's the Quran saying, or the God of Muhammad teaching us that women they have half a brain and they are stupid and they have a bad memory. But the fact this is false, because if you take your wife to a party or a wedding or engagement party or whatever you name it, and then we bring the man and we bring the women and we ask the man what you ate, he will not remember. Ask the women what she saw in the party, she will give you details as if she have an image in the front of her. She will give you what women they were wearing in their hands, what kind of rings, what shoes, what the color, what the food, what the dishes, what she said, what he said. The man will not remember anything. So how this stupid God, he says the women they have half memory. I don't remember what I ate yesterday. I remember hadith, like I remember certain things in my head, but women obviously they are too much better in remembering things, details, which is not really interesting for men to remember. So as long as we want a witness in the court for something happened, then the women she can do better, because she remember every single detail. Once I went to visit a cousin, and she said to me, is that the only suit you have? I said, what? Is that the only suit? I used to wear a suit, but I hate them now. I said, what do you mean? I said, come on, don't be cheap. Buy a new one. I said, what you are talking about? Said, this is the new one. She said, you came last year wearing the same suit. It's a new one. I'm not lying. It's a new one, but it's the same suit. I wear it only when I came to her house, because there's visitors are coming. She told me that they are wearing suits, so I wear a suit. A year after, it's a new, and I only have it once on me. She remember. A year after, she said, you are wearing the same suit? I don't even remember what I was wearing when I came to her. I said, was I? So this is women. What are you talking about, stupid Muhammad? This idiot, he have no idea what it means to be a woman. He have 13 wives, as Muslims they claim, and God knows how many, some report they say 50, 60, 70. We will go with the 13. And he have a lot of slaves, and yet he never, Muhammad, he have expertise that women, she have a sperm, and her sperm is yellow and thin, because always his nose is there. But he never focus in their brain. So obviously Muhammad is a mental man, and then he says to them that you will go to hell because you have menstruation. Have you ever heard of a prophet of God saying that because you have menstruation you go to hell? Have you ever heard of somebody saying you have deficiency in your religion because you have menstruation? I mean, is that a choice they choose? Is that a sin they did? Like, did the woman, she called God, he said, God, hey God, can you give me menstruation? Who is the stupid here who to say that women, they have deficiency in religion because they have menstruation? Obviously Muhammad is an idiot. But just to show you more reference about Muhammad being stupid. Oh Lord, let us see. A blind man, he came to the prophet house. A blind man, he came to the prophet house. I mean, this story alone is amazing. It says here, narrated from Maymuna. She said, you see, the prophet, he have tons of wives, and their names is like endless. So Maymuna now is talking that the prophet Saw is AW, BMW, Volkswagen, Volvo. She said, so when we were with him, Ibn Maktoum came. So the guy, his name Ibn Maktoum, the son of Maktoum. So his mother, he called her Maktoum. He came and he entered upon him. Okay, and that was after the veiling had been ordered. So women now, they have to order to wear a veil. So the messenger of Allah said, okay, what he said, veil yourself from him. So I said, oh messenger of Allah, oh messenger of Allah, is he not blind, such that he cannot see us or recognize us? Muslims, can you show me more stupid idiot than this prophet? And you are saying to me that women are stupid? The guy is blind, so why they want to wear the hijab? So the messenger of Allah, look, Muhammad here got busted. Muhammad got busted. Oops, what the, huh? So look what he said. Now he want to save his ass. So the messenger of Allah said, are you too blind such that you cannot see him? If a woman wear hijab, still she can see a man, you idiot. And Muslim women in Islam, you can ask any Muslim, is Muslim women allowed to see men? Actually, you can go right now and search for any video of Hajj. Right now they have live streaming of the Kaaba. You will see women and men, they are going around the Kaaba. So women, she is not only allowed to see a man, she is allowed to practice the ritual of the pagan practice of Hajj around the Kaaba together, mixed gender party. And the man is wearing a sheet, which means almost half naked, and wearing no underwear, and the woman, she is ready to go. So because Muhammad is stupid, he got busted. So now his excuse, are you blind too? But there's nowhere in Islam it says women, they are not allowed to see and use their eyes and see men. Otherwise, women, they should stay home and never get out. Because when you go out in the street, even if you are wearing a veil, even the Saudi Arabia, when they wear the veil, still their eyes, they can see through. So what does that mean? This is a stupid prophet coming with a stupid religion for a stupid nation, for a dumb idiot who want to believe in penis and vagina. And this is why don't be surprised when you see somebody want to commit suicide because he want to go to heaven because his God gave him a promise he will have an endless penis. Those people don't worship God, they worship a penis. Every Muslim who joined jihad, he is not really thinking of serving so-called Allah. He is thinking about when I'm going to get the horny women who will jump in the top of me and they will lick me all over. Actually, there is a video in YouTube. Honest to God, it's a porn. It is a porn. The scholar, he described for you how the women, they will be fighting to lick your nipples, to suck you, to kiss you, to bite your lips, to bite your ears, as if they are mice and rats. And yet they say to us that women are stupid. You know, I believe anyone who believes in such a religion, if you are really a true believer, you must be the stupid, not the women. And you know, you might see some women, Muslim women, they are defending Islam. The reason is, I don't know if you heard of such mental issues. You know, if you are kidnapped, if a woman she kidnapped by a person and she is jailed inside the house for 20 years, then you open the door for her to leave, she will not leave. That's it. She won't even call the police for you. She will not. That is generally speaking, because she used to live in such a life. You know that her brain is killed, is dead. Actually, Islam is the fastest dying religion. You see now they are talking about Myanmar. Maybe many people do not know what's happening really there, and everybody is going against the president of that country. This is a woman. She is a wonderful woman. She had even Nobel Prize. Those Muslims, they cross the borders from Bangladesh. They are not even a citizen of her country. They are refugee, trying to take over territories, and they want to establish an Islamic state as whatever Muslims they do wherever they go. So, and they establish an Islamic Mujahideen army. And even the leader of the army is not even from that country, he is from Bangladesh. And when the army fight the Mujahideen, everybody accused them that they are torturing and killing poor people. You know, this is why you see even the BBC, look at the scam of the BBC, which is under the control of Muslims. When they send a journalist to interview the president of that country, they send the Muslim guy from the BBC. So he can lead the direction in the way he wants as a Muslim. This is how bad filthy they are. So you might think it's a BBC, but the fact it is BB Muhammad. It is BB cult Muhammad. Suddenly the BBC is speaking about women's rights in many more, but they will not dare to speak about women's rights in Saudi Arabia. Go and see what's happening to women in Syria, in Sudan, in Mauritania. Go and see how many sex slaves right now is captured in Libya from those poor refugees because of the stupid chancellor of Germany. She said every refugee is welcome, and now you have waves of them coming, and many of them will be captured in their way in Islamic countries. So my friends, Islam is a stupid religion, and there's no question about that. And if there is any Muslim he dare to say that's not true, be brave and say I want to debate you. Some of you send me in Facebook a debate between David Wood, Robert Spencer, and Shia. And I don't know, some they say it was fine, some say it's not fine. My friends, I don't really, none of my business what this David Wood he do and what Robert Spencer do. If those Shia are there to debate, I am here. They are adult, they are smart, they are educated, you know, and they are capable of doing the things they think it's right. However, if there is any Muslim he have the courage to debate me, I'm here. Don't tell me this is a video, can you refute them? I'm not going to make a video over a video. The second I post it, they will make a copyright over it. So bring me the Muslims. What about you contact those Muslims who debated them? Ask yourself actually why they are going to debate David Wood. Why they are fighting over to debate David Wood, Robert Spencer, but they don't dare to get close to me. They will not. Why Shabir Ali is so desperate to go and debate with them, but he will not get close to Christian Prince because he knew what would happen. He will look like an idiot. Muslims always, they study you before they debate you. They see how much you are capable of doing harm or defense. So if they notice that you are too much for them, they will not stand in the stage. They are smart. It's like, you know, debating a lion or a coyote. So no, I will go for the coyote because I can, at least if I could not win, I will look good. This is how the Muslims are. They choose carefully. Always they choose someone who don't speak Arabic. This is number one. Someone who do not know much about Islam. Like somebody he is a Christian, he read about Islam from internet, you know, or he bought some books to read. So how much knowledge he will have? He's reading in English anyway. What he can say to us, he is reading translation. So he's limited. He have limited knowledge, limited ability, and they will bring you most likely someone who speak Arabic to debate someone who don't speak Arabic about Islam. And that will make him say, no, it doesn't say that, this is the correct translation, and they have no idea what to say because they don't speak the language. Anyway, I just wanted to share this video, and feel free to download it with your friends and post it in any page you wish. And if you have a request for me, don't hesitate, you can send me the request to my Facebook, or you can send it to Twitter, or you can just contact me in Patreon, you know, which is a website is made, you know, to support us in donation. You do not need to make a donation. I'm just saying if you want to contact me, you can use that website to send me a message, because it allowed you can make just an account and you can send me a text message, and I will read it. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you all, and see you soon again with our new podcast. Thank you.